Hello. Now I am going to explain about PySpark queries. Actually, nowadays PySpark used for big data processing. Previously, for big data processing, traditional technology Hadoop MapReduce is there, but Hadoop MapReduce slow process and lot of disk IOs are taking and slow process that based on this above reasons, Apache came into existence. Apache came is a fast general purpose big data processing engine. It is working on distributed processing across clusters of missions. And Spark also extended to the PySpark, Python plus Spark, because PySpark is easy to understand everybody and rich libraries available. It is suitable for big data applications in a distributed computing environment. So actually in the PySpark, first one is the Spark session. Spark session is the entry point for programming in the Spark. So that's the first one. We must importing from PySpark.sql import Spark session. So it is a creating a Spark session. You must be importing Spark session. And also we want to having some column operations. We want to importing that operation also to working with that one means we must importing the libraries from PySpark.sql functions import call when avg functions. And how to building a Spark session? Spark equal to Spark session dot builder dot app name. Then app name is student result analysis dot getter create. This is the to creating a Spark session. So builder dot app name we must apply the name of the application and getter create to create a new one or taking existing one. Then Spark session will be created. So Spark session is the main entry point to the programming with Apache Spark. So after creating a Spark session, next we want to create a data as well as schemas. So today I want to explain about student result processing. So different students are there for choosing courses and we must be present the result analysis. How this result analysis working with you? I have taken the sample data. Sample data. Now I want to take the data through this sample data. Now data equal to. So data here like a list of values. Data equal to in Python list. Then roll number, name, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. We have taken the roll number, subject 1, roll number, name, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. So these are the consider here sample data. After that, we must declare the schema. Columns equal to then list of columns, roll number, name, SVB1, first subject, SVB2, second subject, SVB3. So columns are created list. And the first one is we want to work with PySpark. We must be creating a data frame. Data frame is a tabular representation for holding data. It is like a SQL table. You must supply the data. How to create data frame? So variable name we have chosen here df equal to spark dot create data frame. Create data frame method creating a data frame and arguments data we must pass the data and columns also, we must be mentioned it. So df equal to spark dot create data frame data columns. And Spark contains mainly transformations to actions to operations are there. Transformations to actions. So transformations, operations, we must be do the operations and actions, it is only calling whenever it is needed. That's why separating transformations actions and we want to show the action df dot show the results. Now I want to run this query df dot show. So it will be display the data frame based on the above syntax. Data frame will be shown. Now the process was going on. The query will be executed. Actually, in the entire PySpark distributed computing framework. Actually, data will be distributing into different nodes. All nodes are done parallelly. That's why more work will be done with a number of nodes are sharing the data. That's what is called distributed processing. Now data will be processed. Yes. See the results. It will show the roll number, name, SUB1, SUB2, SUB3. Suppose this is all records. Suppose I want to show the only first 5 records, for example. Now I apply the query df dot show simply 5 records. Then simply df dot show. We must empty arguments. All records will be shown, but I want only first 5 records. So only it can be display the 5 rows: roll number, name, SCB1, SCB2, SCB3. For example, I want to know the some query. So here, how to write the query? So I want only roll number, SCB1, for example. So df dot select, actually select operation like a df dot select in bracket, selecting the, I am given the roll number, name, for example. Roll number and name dot show. So and also immediately running, actually this data frame result storing separate variable or immediately display the show function df dot select. So I want to select only roll number, name and show this records like that. Run the query. Yes, only roll number, name like that. Or I want to know the, like this is called simply select statement. If single select, like a select SQL select statement, select df dot select, then list of column names. Suppose I want only filter operation. Suppose df dot filter, then column name df dot SCB1 greater than 80, for example. Then next dot show. So simply here this is the filter command. So we want to df dot filter df SUB1 subject 1 greater than 80. So I want only greater than 80 marks of subject 1 display of it. So SUB1, so actually capital letters are there. Yes, so that's why the error was there. Yes. So SUB1 greater than 80. But we are selecting the all columns, otherwise we must be further selecting the only names and all that. So this query filter like a where condition df dot filter and further subject 1 greater than 80. Now I want to show the some examples. For example, I want to adding the columns. Now I want adding the column. Actually, in the Python, adding a column. How to adding a column? One of the syntax is there for command with column. Now I'm add a one column because we must be verifies the results with pass or fail. But only we have three subjects marks are there. We put the condition where every subject column must be greater than 40, then pass, otherwise fail. So in this, the adding a new column in the PySpark, how to adding the data frame name dot with column. Data frame name dot with column, then column name, data frame name with column name. Actually, data frame name with column name. So we have taken the column name pass status. Column name pass status. Then pass, this is only creating a column, new column, pass status. But what values will apply to the then conditional expression. So in this, the Boolean conditions are applies when condition is used to like a case statement or if condition like that. So when call, actually we are applying the when condition every column SUB1. We want to require all SUB1, SUB2, SUB3. But before column name, we must mention the COL. When COL selecting column SUB1 condition greater than 40 and next column COL SUB2 greater than 40 like that. All three subject marks, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 above 40. This is the condition. If condition satisfied, then pass will be copied into all rows. Otherwise, if condition fail, otherwise fail. So this is the simple example. And also after that, creating a new column, data will be storing into a separate variable df with pass fail. So left LHS. So left hand side, df with pass fail is the one variable, and we are adding to the existing data frame with the column. It is used to create a new column name pass status, and values must be apply the when condition, when column name SCB1 greater than 40, multiple condition, and subject to greater than 40, and subject. So every column name you must mention the COL, and true means pass, otherwise fail. Now I want to run the query. This one. So this is only for adding the column. So, but we are not display. That's why it is a lazy evaluation. PySpark is the main advantage. Lazy evaluation results after performing a transformation, it will not be displayed until it is needed. That's why it is a lazy evaluation. And next, one more query. I want to one more write the query average also. Suppose I want to adding the one more query, for example, calculate the average. So I have just now have calculated the result column, and next I want to calculate the average also with the same syntax but different. Calculate the average. So but average, before that average, this also adding a new column. So but we have the data, actually this data also with pass status. So we have given the df with avg equal to df with pass fail. So we are taking the data, our results df with pass fail. Then again same syntax with the column, adding a new column name average. And we must apply the round function. Otherwise, if round not there, the more decimal places are there. That's why we are rounding to the 2 decimal places. But this round function also working means we must importing before round function. We must import the SQL functions, import round. So syntax is round, then all columns, subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3. So call, we are selecting the expression call SUB1 plus column name plus call second SUB2 plus call subject 3 by 3 is the all subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3 by 3, because 3 subjects average taking, and rounding to 2 decimal places. So this is the adding a new column average and storing results df with avg variable name. So and also result will not be displayed of this one. So average is there. And next I want to calculate the grade also. So apply the grade function also. Like I want to apply the one more column adding grade function also. So I want to adding the grade column. So in this also same DF with grades, but our data storing DF with AVG, DF with AVG, again adding a new column name with the column syntax, then column name is grade, column name grade. Then here multiple nested conditions, multiple if condition like that, multiple nested when condition, but first condition when pass status equal to pass. Actually column name, when column name pass status equal to pass. Next, when average greater than 75 means distinction. Then next condition, when average greater than 60 means first class, greater than 50 means second class, 30 means 40 means third class, otherwise fail, then otherwise main fail like that. So this is the nested condition we have applied, adding the column name grade, but grade is depending upon the first condition. Every student must be pass. After that, average marks, depending on average marks, grade will be displayed. Average, if the result equal to pass, pass status equal to pass, and average greater than 75, distinction, else, average greater than 60, first class, like that. If else, nested if else condition like that must be applied. So, student pass or fail rank, then run the query. Here also, we are just only copied into DF with grades, but we should not display this one. Then next we will show the uh, results, for example. So I will show the all results. So DF with grades dot show method. Now action is called. So DF our results DF with grades dot show. Now run the query. Yes, see the results. So roll number, name, SUB1, SUB2, SUB3, and pass status, because all above 40 means pass. If less than 40 means second row fail, and average if result pass and average greater than 75 means distinction. If first row pass, average 70, then first class. And second case, second row 35 fail, but fail means fail. Then second condition like that. So all grades are displayed. So this is the actually result analysis. So we have considered the input data with three subject marks, and we are adding a new column pass status, and average grades are used for this analysis purpose can be shown the all this data. So this now I want to write the number of queries. From this onwards we want to only after I want to apply the then aggregate queries. So I apply the aggregate queries. How to apply the aggregate queries? So see this one, how to apply the aggregate queries. So here, how many students are passed or failed? Suppose the management wants to analyzing how many students are pass or fail, counting of number of students pass, number of students are failed like that. Our data will be DF with grades dot the group by function. We must apply the group by, but what is we are applying the column name past status group by, grouping the in the past status column, grouping the columns. After grouping, further apply the aggregate functions. We are counting number of students of the how many unique values are there past status column, and that is the counting of this one to the every unique value, then apply the query results. So it is group by function, very, very important. Yes. Simply, total number of failed candidates, 3, pass students, 12 members. So this is the DF with grades, group by column pass status, and further apply the aggregate function, count function. So number of total records, I think of 15 records are there. In the 15 records, 3 candidates are failed, 12 candidates are passed. So this is the query, aggregate query. You can show the aggregate query, this one. And next query, I want to apply the average of this value. So apply this one, and we want to apply this condition. DF with grades, then apply the filter, call pass status equal to pass. So filter, we must filter the condition only pass candidates and group by grade wise. So we want analyzing grade wise passed candidates, then grade wise total records. How to calculate DF with grades dot filter, then which column call pass status equal to pass, then after the passing candidate, group by column name, grade, and aggregating count, grade wise counting these values. See this query. Yes, see the query. First class, 5 candidates, distinction 2, third class 2, second class 3, like that. So these are we want to analyzing the grade wise counting number of students are grade wise is there. How many students are first class? How many students are distinction, like that? We are display the query. So this aggregate functions are applies to the overall group by function with this one. Group by function, this value is applied. And we want to aggregate of subject wise. For example, we are analyzing the data subject wise analysis. So we want to apply the subject wise analysis. How to apply the subject wise? DF with grades dot aggregate function. Aggregate function, we are apply the round function, average function of subject 1, then subject 2 average, subject 3, and overall average for this one also. And also alias name, we are given our alias name is also given it. See this one. So overall subject 1 average 56.33, subject 2 59, and subject 3 64.2, overall 59.91 aggregate. So this is the simply we are finding the aggregate average score by a grade pass students by subject wise average marks. We are calculating it. So how to AVG, and every function we are applying the round function. Otherwise, if round not there, number of decimal places are there, we are rounding to 2 decimal places. Round AVG, column name SUB1, comma 2, 2 decimal places. Alias name AVG underscore SUB1. Next, comma, one more column name AVG subject to alias subject to average, like that we can be given this score. So this is the average subject wise grades are given, and we want to finding the pass percentage. How many overall pass percentage? We want to calculate the pass percentage. So how to calculate pass percentage? We will calculate the pass percentage. So pass percentage means total students. First we are finding the total number of students. So DF with grades that count function. Count function is to number of records are there. So DF with grades, our data will be available. DF with grades, then count applies. So you can find the total number of students. And next we must finding the total number of students and how many students are passed. DF with grades, our results is there, but apply the filter. Filter pass status equal to pass count. So simply we are finding the count function applies to the total number of students and only column status equal to pass. That's why you can apply the filter function and counting this one, and pass rate equal to pass students by total students into 100. Then pass percent equal to displayed results. So see the how many pass, what is the pass percentage? Yes. So 80.80 is the pass percentage, overall pass percentage. So this is the one way to calculate the pass percentage of the student result processing. Student result processing. And also one more, aggregate the average score of this every student. Average score of this one, we can show this one. So one more, call AVG count function is required. DF with grades dot filter call status equal to pass group by grade. we are apply the group by condition grade and aggregate average score to grade number of students that show. So simply you can finding the average only past students. Yes. So average grade first class, average grade 69, number of students, distinction average grade 85, like that. Number of students are there. We are finding the aggregate data. So this is the data analysis. We are finding the big data analytics. Then now we want to actually apply this data to the in the visualization. Suppose graphical representation. So this is the overall view can be represented into the graphical representation. Then one of the functions is there, matplotlib is there. Suppose first before that we must be converting our results. Our results DF with grades to pandas. Actually, pandas in the Python library, it is used for data analysis. First converting our PySpark data frame to Python data frame. Python pandas that data. So df, the variable name df pandas equal to df with grades, then dot to pandas. So it is df with grades results converting into data frame of pandas. Now we are representing the graphical representation, importing a one library called matplotlib is a graphical representation. So to represent our results to the charts, various graphs like pie chart, bar graph, line graph, whatever the graphs are there. But we have to work with graphs means we must know the import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and one more cborn also one library for graphical representation. Then first we are taking only pass-fail distribution. PLT shortcut name for the pyplot. PLT.figure. We must draw the figure size of length, breadth. 6 to 4. So figure dimension we are given it. PLT.figure argument figure size equal to then length, breadth. Then SNS count plot. SNS is the one of the library, CBOR library. SNS count plot. X-axis past status. Then x equal to past status. Then data equal to df dot pond. Actually data x past status, past fail is there, and data pandas. So pandas is the overall pandas. Then set to also. Then x-axis PLT dot title. Title is a pass fail distribution. PLT X label, X axis label pass status, Y label number of students, then PLT that show function show the graph representation. So this is the normal pandas library apply to represent the graph. Yes. So here graphical representation, we will refer to the graph, number of students are passed, number of students are failed. So using the count plot, this is the count plot distribution. So SNS is the seaborn library count plot X past status and data pandas frame they are taking of it. Was given the x-axis name, y-axis name, overall title like that. So this is the one of the graph representation, visualization like that. And one more, this is the grades also. This is only pass failed and grades also. You must represent the graph through the grades also. Simply you can given this grades also to the graph. So PLT dot figure size, same dimension, and SS count plot x equal to grade. Previously x equal to past status, but now x equal to grade, then data equal data frame pandas. Then what grades one only grades will be given to the only past candidates. That's why further filtering of it. So SNS dot count plot x equal to grade, comma data df pandas dot pandas only column name pass status equal to pass. Then set one, then title of the graph, grade distribution of the past student, X label grade, Y label number of students. Then PLT dot show the graph. See this one, grade wise. Previously only this graph is pass fail graph. Now grade wise graphical representation, first class, how many first class, distinction, second class, third class, graph wise we will represent this data. So this is the example of this one. And simply one more, calculate the average score by a grade. Average score by a grade, we can see this average score by a grade. So like that same graph will be applied to the grade wise. we can show the grade-wise distinction, first class, average score. Average score by the grade-wise, we have shown this one also. So like that, these are the graphical representation. And one more, next we will draw the pie chart. How to draw the pie chart? Like the pie chart also drawn this one. So how to represent pie chart? Same concept we have applied the Matplotlib. But pass, fail, count equal df part also pass is equal value counts, total number of unique values. Then run the this pie chart graph, shown the pie chart graph. So this is the result analysis. So I have shown the result analysis for entire using huge amounts of data. Big data analytics are used for representing the finding the useful insights. So we are draw out the insights. These insights useful for the decision makers. So this is the actually data analytics using nowadays. Almost all organizations are using PySpark for better performance of this processing of big data applications. So this is the overall my presentation. Thank you for this one.